in this room. I hope it is okay. I am right in front of the big window in this room, so I'm hoping I don't have a shadow from my camera in front of my face, but the sun doesn't shine directly in this window. The sun's like that way, so it's kind of cloudy. Very cold today, hence why I've got this thick woolly shirt on. In today's video, I'm going to actually show you a few of the items that I have bought for when I move out. Excuse me, I kind of got the hiccups all of a sudden. So these are some of the items I've bought for when I move out. Whether or not I move out next week or in 3 months' time is irrelevant. These things are household items. They can be stored away, they can be kept away, and I obviously use them when the time comes. I am, when I move out, getting basically all my mum's furniture. So the furniture that we had in our old house, my mum's old house. So I'm basically getting all of that. A few places I have found are 2-bedroom places, and I'm going to keep my bed that was at the previous house, my white bed that you guys all saw in the background of my videos. I'm going to keep that and possibly use that in the spare room if I can get one of these 2-bedroom places. And I am buying myself a new bed. Regardless what happens, I am buying myself a new bed because I liked the look of that white bed that I had, but I hated it from the moment that I got it. So I'm thinking of getting a fabric bed this time, but they're the one I found's really low to the ground. Gotta really fully look around, but I'm buying myself a new bed, so that's one thing. But yeah, these are just some of the few items that I have purchased already. My mum actually paid for a few of these things, so I didn't buy all of them. But I'm getting a lot of her stuff, but there were a few things I wanted to be mine. So, you know, I'm getting the lounge, the dining table, if it fits, coffee tables, you know, even things like frying pans, saucepans, the microwave, all those type of things. But there are some items I wanted to be just mine, so here we go. I also bought a few clothing items, which I'm going to show you as well, but the first thing are these slippers, because they're on top and I really want to put them back on my feet. They're like a creamy beigey colour. They are so soft. They're just like your normal fuzzy Ugg boots, but they've got little ears on them and a tail. They're supposed to be like bunnies, but they're so soft. Slippers this year are so expensive. I'm used to buying the really cheap generic Ugg boots from like Target for $10. That's what I have bought for the past 5 or 6 years. Each year I get a different colour, but I love them. They do me the season, and then after that they have to get chucked out or donated or whatever. But some of them I keep for 2 and 3 years. But my boots I had last year, my Ugg boots were okay. They were just too big, so I had to throw them out. Or actually I think I gave them to someone, I don't know. But I wanted to buy myself a new pair this year. These were like $30, so these are expensive for what I buy. They're still cheap, but I normally buy the $10 pairs, and I cannot find the $10 pairs of slippers anywhere. Like, Big W has some of their slippers for up to $45. That is ridiculous to me. But I just bought these ones. They're nice and cute. They're so soft on the outside. They're actually really comfortable. They don't hurt my bad foot. They're so soft. Shadow hasn't found that she can chew on the ears or anything yet, so crossing my fingers hoping that she doesn't. I felt like to put these in this video. So these are basically 2 like mini whisks, obviously. I think these are so damn good. My dad doesn't have any of these, and when he makes gravy, he mixes it with a fork. It doesn't work anywhere near as well. Also, if I have my brother coming over, when I live alone, I will be allowed to use eggs, because we can't use eggs around my brother. We can't even bring them in the house my brother lives in. But he uses, if I'm making something for him, or, you know, whatever, we use an egg replacer, and you have to use a little whisk to like whisk it together. These things are so good. If I'm just using 2 eggs to make scrambled eggs or something, I'll just use this to whisk it up. These little whisks are so good, and they were one thing that I immediately thought of to buy myself when I moved out. So these were only $2.50, so they're not even that expensive. Next item is this big box. So basically this is a Sunbeam 2-slice toaster and a kettle. I could have taken our old toaster and kettle, but We had had them since we moved in. So for about, what, 5 years? Actually, no, the kettle we'd had for about 3 because our other one blew out. But we'd had them for a long time and they had had so much use. And while they still worked, I don't want to run the risk of suddenly in a month's time something blowing out and I don't have the money to replace it, because I'm not exactly sure, you know, it's going to take me a few weeks to get my money sorted and under control. And a toaster I could live without, a kettle I can't. I love my coffee too much. And so I thought I'd like to buy myself one, so I've got it, it's brand new. The risk of this blowing out and dying on me is a lot less than what it would be if I took the others. Plus our other toaster was a big 4-slice one. I don't need a 4-slice toaster. Honestly, this toaster I might not even use myself much at all because I am not a huge fan of toast, but it's something I will have. And this is from Sunbeam, which I actually really like Sunbeam products. Sunbeam and Breville I really like. So this was from Big W, and this is the limited edition Cameo Rose colour. So it's not metallic, it's a creamy rose gold basically. It's the only way I can describe it. And I will show you a few things in a minute that will make sense for this colour. It's a little bit of a disgusting colour to me, but it fits with everything else that I have. So it's got a 12-month placement guarantee. There's 7 cup capacity in the kettle. Not that that really matters for me, but means I only have to fill it up once a week. But 2-slice toaster, 3-way safety system. I really like Sunbeam. So I got this as like a set for, I think it was $80. Or was this the $99 one? I'm not entirely sure, but this is something I really wanted to buy myself brand new. Apologies if you can hear Shadow. She's scratching at the door because she cannot handle the door being closed to where I am. Doesn't matter if I'm in the shower, if I'm outside or whatever, she cannot stand doors being closed between us. This wasn't necessarily a purchase. My brother actually made this at school. I made one as well, but my grandma actually has mine. I didn't realise. This, I'm going to sand it back one day and paint it, but this is a tray. Yeah, my brother made this by hand. Everyone who does, I think it's year 8 woodwork at school makes a tray. I don't know if they've changed the curriculum or whatever, but when myself and my brother were at school, everyone in year 8 made a tray for their woodworking. My class painted theirs. My brother just stained his a little bit, but it's still really rough. So I'm either going to keep it this colour or I might paint some flowers on the inside or something. But I've just taken this because no one else really has a use for it. And if I have enough room, I'm going to buy myself a dresser or something anyway. I might put my perfumes in this or something. I've just taken this because no one else was going to use it and it was going to go in the bin. As you guys know, I tried to make my bedroom at our old house leaf theme. And I was sitting down thinking about how am I going to decorate my own place. I understand with rentals, because I'm going to be renting, I'm not going to be buying. With rentals, I may not be able to hang up pictures, you know, paint walls, that type of thing. So I figured out things like throw rugs and just little items around the house that are non-permanent will be able to give me the theme that I want. So with our furniture colour that we have and our lounge and everything, the emerald green leaf theme will go perfect. There's a few places this afternoon I'm actually going to go look at a place as well. And the few that I have found that are suitable for me, I'm not choosing them because of their colours, but the places that I found that are suitable for me, this leaf theme actually would go very well with it. So I found, this is from Big W. This is a plush, like really soft, like faux mink printed blanket. It says it's queen size. As far as I'm aware of, they only had queen size because these are supposed to be throw rugs for your bed. But what I figured is this can be my sitting on the lounge watching a movie throw rug, basically. This will go across the back of our lounge, or the back of my lounge. One day when I'm fully settled I will do a tour of the place, but this can go on the lounge, first off to protect it from shadow and just to protect it from other things. and not only just to protect it from other things, but as well because I'm going to be living alone, I'm going to be very strict on myself in terms of using electricity and things like that. A lot of places I've looked at have reverse cycle air conditioners, however they use a hell of a lot of power. If I have just come home from work at 2 p.m. and it's cold, but it's not absolutely freezing, I am not going to turn the heater on. I'm going to put a blanket over me. So not only will this keep me warm on the lounge if someone stays over as well and I only have a 1-bedroom and they need to sleep on the lounge, well, they can use this as a blanket as well. So it has multiple uses as well as really fits the theme. So it's got obviously the bright emerald green theme, but as you can see, I'm not going to open it up. It's got like little bits of maroon. I think it's got like a yellow flower on the back here. So it does have a few other colours throughout it as well, which can really aid in just bringing some light to the place. The lounge is like a really light creamy beige colour. It's very hard to describe, but our lounge is a really nice colour. I think you guys have seen it. If not, I do have a pack with me video where you will be able to see it. To go along with the leaf theme, this was not at Big W. This was actually at like a hot dollar shop. So not everything's $1, but they're like, it's discounted, you know, the discounted Asian stores. I actually found one of these, what's it called? Memory foam, I think it's called, bath mats. And again, it's the tropical leaf print. I'm unsure if I will be able to actually use a bath mat all the time because Shadow likes to wee on them. Only bath mats, I can leave my jumper on the floor in here and she'll lay on it, but she won't do anything to it. But for some reason, she wees on our bath mats. She's weed on the bath mats at our old place. She's already weed on them here if I leave them on the floor. And so I need to be really careful. But if I have a place that you know, the shower's only got a small rod or something, I may have to try and hang this outside when it's wet, etc, etc. So I didn't want to spend too much. This was $7.50, so it's not that expensive. It's more just for the decor as well. I mean, it is so soft. Like, it's honestly as soft as the blanket, but the second I saw this, I just knew I had to have it. So it's that bright emerald green tropical print as well. I didn't want everything to be grey, emerald green, and then, you know, like the oak of our furniture, because I'm going to take our grey cushions for the lounge. There's a few ornaments I have that are grey. You know, some of my plants I have like grey vases type things. But I will show you, there's a few other things in a minute that I will show you as well that tie into this. But in that blanket, there's that dark raspberry colour. There's also a pale pink throughout it. So my mum got me these placemats. We actually have these in black here. Well, they're really dark grey, I can't remember. But they're only like $1.50 each or something. But I got these very pale pink. So these all tie in with it. It'll tie in with the toaster and the kettle. And there's a few other things I'll show you in a minute as well. But this just creates an accent colour. This gives everything that girly look. So I could put, you know, gold and mustard with it and it would still look slightly masculine. And I'm at that stage now where, particularly with this doona cover that's on the bed, I don't know if you can see, I've just really felt girly the past few weeks and I really want it, and I've never been a pink fan until now. But again, these are from Kmart. I'm buying 99% of my stuff from Kmart and Big W because they're cheap and affordable. I did get a packet of pegs because pegs are a necessity regardless if I have an outdoor clothesline or if I am only in an apartment and have to use, like, you know, the laundry stands. Pegs are still a necessity. Not only do I also use pegs for hanging my clothes out, but I also use them to close bags and stuff like that as well. So just got a packet of pegs. I'll probably end up getting another one because I can never have too many pegs. To go along with the placemats, I also have a hand towel for the bathroom that is in the same pale pink. I really, really like it. Target as well sells this most beautiful raspberry colour. And so hand towels are something I'll go through quite a bit because I not only dry my hands on this, but when I wash my face of a morning, I dry my hands on this, I dry my face on this. Other people will use this as well, and so I might later on go and get myself the raspberry ones as well. So sometimes I got the pink, sometimes I got the raspberry. There's actually a toothbrush holder we have from our old house that's got like a raspberry coloured print on it. So it'll all work out. So this again is just from Kmart. But this is what inspired me really to put the pink in the accent colour. So this is, again, these are from Kmart. These are just jars. You can use them for coffee, tea, sugar, I don't know, cereal, whatever you want. We actually have these type of jars, or had them. They're packed in storage at the moment at our old house, but ours were black with some geometric print. And I was going to take them and use them, but then I saw these and I fell in love with them. These and that blanket is what has made me decide to actually try and go for somewhat of a good leaf theme. So they just got the wooden lids as well with a bit of the suction on them, but they're obviously white with the leaf theme, and they've got some pale pink other leaves on them. So this is what the pale pink will tie into. The slightly darker pink shade on this, I think you can see, is almost identical to that kettle and toaster. I had just bought these when I went into Big W, and I pulled one of these out of the container, out of the bag, and held them up next to the kettle and toaster, the display ones, and they are pretty much exactly the same colour. So they'll tie in perfectly. So I got this big one for coffee because I drink coffee, my whole family drinks coffee. So it'll be used quite a bit. Also in the same design, grab two small ones. One of these I will put tea bags in, like your normal black tea, because I drink tea. My dad and his fiance now, so he proposed to her. She's officially going to be my stepmom. Don't know when. Once this whole coronavirus stuff's over, they're going to start planning. But they drink tea, and so I sometimes do. So I'll put tea in one of them, and this other one I'll put sugar, because I don't use a huge amount of sugar. I only use, I use the sweetener tablets, like the artificial sweeteners instead. But some people use sugar instead and stuff like that. So I'll have one with sugar in it. Like $1.50. My mum found these leafy coasters. Regardless if I actually use these as coasters or not, these can be just put around. They actually don't look that sturdy. Also at the same time, I got an oven mitt and just this flat one. I may go and get another one of these ones because I like the mitt one's the best compared to this. This one's okay if like the thing's cooled down a little bit, or just an oven tray, but if I've got like a baking dish or something, I prefer this. These were not very expensive either. I think these were like $1.50, $2 each. But yes, this also I can put on the bench as well if I have a hot pan, so it won't like burn the bench and stuff. So what is this one called? This one is called a pot holder. So yeah, it's leafy theme again. These are from Kmart. I got the mitt that matches the same, and there's also two tea towels that match as well. So these ones might be more for display because these don't really feel like they'll absorb much, but my stepdad had a whole drawer of tea towels. My mum had like twice as many tea towels as well. So in our next spare room, which is that side, no one is staying in there at the moment, we are basically filling that room with stuff for me. And so far, last but not least, for the home items, my mum bought me this big towel. This is, I hope this is a mega towel. It's called a bath sheet. Okay, Big W calls theirs mega towels. Kmart calls theirs bath sheets. So you got probably, if you had seen my what I got for Christmas video, I have a really, really bright blue bath sheet towel. Of course, I will be bringing that with me, but for display purposes and just to tie everything in together, my mum got me the pale pink one to match. Maybe one day I might keep the blue towel as a spare one for when people come over, and buy the raspberry one from Target or something. I don't know. You know, I'm looking at a place this afternoon. I have to hand in an application for my cat. If that's approved and I'm approved to take this place, it's available to move in next week. So yeah, who knows. And okay, so my last items are a few items of clothing. The first one's actually the shirt that I am currently wearing. I needed some actual warm clothes. Last year I thought I will be fine. I've got warm jackets and I don't need actually warm clothes. And I froze all winter. So this year, I decided I'm going to buy some actual warm clothes. Plus, you know, with the coronavirus going on, I'm home a little bit more. I'm wearing a little bit more non-work uniform clothes, and I just want to be warm and cozy anyway. So this jumper, I normally never ever go for this type of colour, but it's just like a thick knitted jumper with all these like polka dotty things going all the way down the front. This sheds, not sheds, but like for example, if I'm driving, I will get pink fibres all over the steering wheel. But this is so comfy. It is so nice and warm. This is a 16, which I haven't worn shirts in a 16 in ages, but because it's so like big and oversized, it's great. But I never go for this colour, but I walked into Kmart and it was like right at the front on the model, and I just looked at it and went, oh, I need it. They have it in like this yellowy khaki colour too, but this colour I love. These are going to clash with my shirt so bad, but basically last year my only long pants were work pants and 4 pairs of black leggings, and that's all I had. And this year I thought I'm going to buy jeans. Now a few months ago I went and bought myself a pair of dark blue jeans and black ones. I've tried to find a light blue pair, but every time I go they're sold out of my size. But I saw Kmart have bright red. I don't think I've worn coloured pants since I was like 12. My pants are always black or grey, and then I'll wear a coloured shirt like I am today. But for some reason I was drawn to these. They're just normal regular jeans. They're skinny jeans, high rise, because I have quite a big stomach. Most of my weight goes to my stomach. So I wear high-rise jeans, but they are still quite stretchy. Haven't worn them yet because I need to actually get these taken up. I can't just roll them up, they're too long. But they are so bright red. I wash these because we always wash them first, and they washed up really, really well. But they're just regular, like normal jeans, but they're bright red, and I am so in love with the colour. They also have these which are called jeggings. So they're, look, there's fibres of this shirt on them already. So they're like your denim. They're pretty much made from the exact same material as this, except they don't have a button. They're just, you just pull them up. But I bought these in chocolate brown because, again, I don't have chocolate brown pants. I have a few shirts I could wear these with. I could even wear this with this shirt really if I really wanted to. But I have shirts I could wear this with. If not, there's others I'm sure I can buy a cheap shirt somewhere. But these again are skinny high-rise jeggings. They look super big. Why does everything I wear look so big? But yeah, they even have pockets in the back, which is fantastic. But I don't think I've ever owned a pair of brown pants. Ever. And the last item is this really super soft, like high neck, really bright orange red shirt. Because again, I wanted some warmer clothes. So this looks like I'm preparing for summer in terms of the colours, but in the summer I will wear more muted, I will wear coloured shorts and then a plain shirt. So that's why you'll see in the summer I wear lots of black, grey and white shirts, but I have bright teal shorts. I have shorts with rainbow feathers on them. I have a bright red skirt, so, and I've got pink skirts and things like that. So I in the summer will wear bright colours in my pants, but I will wear plain coloured shirts. So that's why when it's summer here, you guys will see my videos, I wear very plain coloured shirts in the summer. However, because most of my pants for the winter are all darker colours, and plain colours, I tend to wear brighter shirts in the winter. Also because in the winter here it rains a lot more, it's freezing cold, and I just find the bright colours are like so happy. I mean, I've got this shirt, I've got this one now, I've got one that's like a super, that bright limey green colour, but yeah, so this one's really soft. This is a different material to this. This is more like knitted crochet. This is, I don't know, it's like that fuzzy wool. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. That was this very long haul. I actually was not expecting to be sitting here for this long, but thank you so much for watching. And my social media and stuff will be linked in the description box down below. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.